Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and thanks for joining me today in All About Aliens. And this is a question and answer session where I can answer some of y'all's questions. I apologize for making a mistake on Wednesday when I was on with Steve Neal, that I said it was a Solaris Healing Center. Um, oh, we've got a noisy, something noisy coming in that I announced as a Solaris Healing, but it's not till next weekend, next Saturday. It'll be Terry and I at the Solaris Healing Center. So I do apologize for making that wrong announcement. Today we'll be talking about aliens or ETs, galactic beings, whatever you want to call them, whatever you're comfortable with calling them. So anyway, let me see all who is here joining us today. Looks like we have a few people here. And thanks for putting your questions in. And if you would, put them in all caps so it'll be easier for me to see. And if I miss anybody, it is not on purpose. It's just going back and forth, doing a reading and reading the chat. Sometimes we miss things. Sometimes it doesn't show up from YouTube, but it does not reflect on the fact that I didn't want to do it. Just don't take it personally if that does happen. So anyway, let me see who else here. Oh, let's say Keisha. Oh my gosh, from Ireland. Woo, from Ireland. I'd love to hear you talk. I wish we could hear you talk on this chat. Hey, Kathleen Garrison. Hey, Louise Float. Hey, Sarah. Let's see who else is here. Hey, White Dragon. Thanks for posting that on about, please put your questions in all caps. That does make it a lot easier to see when you're scrolling between the chat and the questions and answering them. So, hey, Jen Carr. Let's see. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Annie Bear. Thanks for joining us today. And let's see who else we got here. Hey, Diane G. And Dream Journey 1, RLC. Hey, everybody. Hey, Dinah, Oil Painter. Thanks for being here today. Let's see else. Who else is here? Hey, Hypnicity. Hypnicity seems she and I are doing the rounds on everybody else's shows lately. But it's nice to see a familiar name in the chat when I'm in somebody else's chat. And we were both in the chat last night on Steve Neal's show. So it is always nice to see someone familiar. Hey, M. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, Son of Watt. Thanks for being here. Hey, Emmy J. Hey, Carl. Hey, everybody. Hey, Nancy. I see you made it. I was talking to her last night, and she's had some issues here lately. So I hope you're doing better, Nancy. Hey, Tara. And I'm going to try to say your whole name. It's just going to be Tara. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, Carl. Hey, Julie. Hey, Earth Mama. Looks like we got a good crowd. Hey, Isabel. Let's see. I should be starring while I'm going through here, but I've already missed a bunch, I think. But I'm going to try. And let's see. Hey, Emmy J. Hey, Hypnotist again. Let's see who else is here. I think I've already started 9 questions. And hey, you miss Susie? Yeah, she was a big help when she was here. Hey, Patricia, she says, hello, Dr. Gary. I wasn't sure. Listen, what are you saying? I wasn't sure I would be here. Computer upgrade got a couple of hours delay. So glad to catch the show. Isn't that the truth about computer upgrades? Sometimes, when I'm doing a live or getting ready to do a live and my computer wants to do an upgrade right before I go, you talked about panic. There have been quite a few panic moments. And when we're having computer issues, a lot of times that's what's going on is the upgrades. And sometimes they want to do it right before a show. And sometimes you can't even do anything until you do that upgrade. So let's see who is here. Oh, Tara Reyna. Well, thank you, Tara. I don't know that I'll ever remember that, but you have such a pretty name, and I hate butchering it. So it is a pretty name. Oh, Nancy, you're just resting today? Well, good. You need to. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're resting and taking time to come to the show. Let's see. Jen Cars, what's your statement here? I'd love to know when you guys are on other shows. How can we know in advance? I just looked for different videos this morning. We were on Steve Neal, which, I had him on as a guest um, Wednesday. I had him on as a guest, and he has his show on Friday night. I don't often, or I'm not often able to make that show because it's for my time. It's like Friday night, 7 o'clock here, and he's on the West Coast. But it is nice when we do make other shows. And she and I have been on the other show. Well, happened to see what other shows have we been in the chat on. There's one other one that we have been. Um, Sometimes it'll be Jeff Morrow that we'll be on together. And what else, Ethnicity? She seems to be on my radar or our same list of things to do, on who to watch. So, Ethnicity, who else is it that we've been in the chat together? Nancy, what is this? When does it stop? Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about that. I'm not sure if you're answering somebody else's question or that's your question. When does your stuff stop? I'll ask that question. When does your whatever is going on with you? When is it going to stop? I'll ask that question in a few minutes. Let's see. Hypnosis say, I think I'm having a personal operating system upgrade. Oh yeah, yes. I think all of us are. In fact, I'm going in. Oh yeah. Diana, yeah, I announced on Wednesday that Terry would be on with me. We're on together every other week, and I announced it that we were going to be on Saturday, today, that we were doing the Solaris Healing Center today together, and I was wrong. It's next weekend, so it'll be next Saturday that we'll be doing that. Let's see, and what are you saying here, Annie Bear? I have found Debbie Dimmock's videos really helpful, Lemurian astrology. Well, that's nice to hear. So everybody can tune in to that or start looking at that. Okay. Hey, Carl, what are you saying here? I'm always super grateful to catch Dr. Gail. Such a boost. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad because I get nervous going on here because I am an introvert. And so when I'm coming in and putting myself forth on everything, I'm counting on my guides to jump in. In fact, I'm talking to them starting in the morning going, you better show up. You better be there. You better help me through this. And they do. They have never failed me, but I just have this fear of one day they're not there. But they have never failed me. In fact, I've got 2 new guides that have shown up today, and they've been coming in and out a little bit lately, but today I think they're on orientation on the show. And that's what I've been getting. And I've never had two new guides come in and being orientated by my old guides. I just think that was really weird that, or either maybe I'm just recognizing it. I'm not sure, but yeah, I've got 2 new guides here today and to see what they do. One is a Palladian, and the other one, I'm not sure what they are. But hopefully I'll find out more about. I know it's female. The Palladian's a male, but the other one's a female, and I'm not real sure what she is, but I will find out more information about her. So let's see what else we have here. Who else is here? Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Jane. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, Stacy Norton. And orientation. Yeah, Diane. It is pretty cool that they're on orientation, but as I said, I'm thinking I'm just probably more aware of it. I think we all have that when they come in and have orientation. We just don't see it. And I, for some reason, am seeing that, or they're just here watching and observing today. So anyway, hey, MEJ, hey, Carl. Anyway, thanks everybody for being here. I'm going to talk a little bit first about why are the ETs here? We're always wondering that. Why are they here? Why are they here on Earth? Why are they walking among us? Why are they the ones that look like us, living among us? Why are the ones that don't look like us cloaked to be here? So why are they here? Well, one of the things I have found out that every planet, and I've got notes, so I'm going to be reading my notes. Every planet has a physical location in their core that houses memory. The memory of everything that happens on the planet is stored in the center of the Earth. It's like a computer hardware, and hard drive. It's like a computer hard drive that's in the center of Earth, and it has all the information of what has happened in the past and what's going on now. And it's almost like, I felt like it's like the Akashic records of the Earth, but that's what's here, and that's why they're here. Now, the reason why they're especially interested in Earth is everything that has ever happened on the planet is stored there, and there are only a small number of worlds that have, or that are called library planets. A library planet is a planet that stores information from other planets. So Earth is a library planet, so it has information here, all the information on our planet, but also stores information from other planets. And that's because if something happens to that planet, somebody else has the information. So Earth is one of those library planets. So all the ETs are interested in here and coming here and trying to get that information. Let's see. Let me see what else I've missed here. There's only a few of the library planets, which Earth is one of those. And of course, the value of that information is priceless. And that's why the ETs want access to that information. And of course, we do give access to that to like the good ETs, and the bad ETs try to steal it. So anyway, this information, which I thought was amazing, is it is carried in our the granites, the gold, the crystals, all this stuff in inner Earth. That's where that information is carried. And I think that's probably why we have such an attraction to our crystals and things. So all these things carry memory, but our memory stones and everything are way down in inner Earth where we can't access them. So I'm reading this conversation going on, and I'm seeing Stan, Eddie Bear, what are you talking about? All agendas are suspended. We are ascending with Earth. Oh, yeah. Back in May, I was told that we were going forth. There was no turning back. So we're going forth and ascending. So there will be no turning back. But anyway, I thought that was amazing about why the ETs are here. They're interested in the information that we store in Earth, about Earth and why other planets. Also, there's other agendas too, where, the Greys are wanting our DNA to help change or to create something new. It's new species that has more emotions and things, and they're kind of making hybrids. So there's different reasons why different ETs here, but that's kind of like the blanket reason for that, is because we have all that information here is why they're so interested in us. White dragon. I'm going. Let's see. Wow, Gail, that info on a library planet is so mind blowing. Yeah, it is mind blowing, and so yeah, I found that very interesting. So I wanted to share that information. That information came to me this morning, and I'm always, again, as I said, I'm always nervous about what I'm going to go on and what I'm going to talk. And anyway, so they always come through for me to tell me what I should be talking about. And so anyway, yeah, and Patricia says, thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth and crystals, for all you do. Yes, that's right. We now know that Mother Earth is really how important she is. It's not just everything on top of here. It's so much more that goes on underneath. And you're saying Earth is a living library. We are the keys. Yes, you're right. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start looking at y'all's questions. I have starred 17. I probably won't be able to get to all of them. Jen Carr, thank you, Dr. Gail. You're awesome, and every show helps me so much. I'm so glad to hear that, because that is my intentions of always, is to come on and to be able to help people. And, first when I started all this, they were asking me that I needed to put out the information out there. I was always writing it down in a journal, everything that I was learning, but I didn't realize I was going to have to go public with it. So I started off doing a blog, and I'm a terrible writer. And so when I was doing that, I did several blogs, and I was looking at it and going, oh gosh, this is awful. So I thought, well, let me try YouTube. So anyway, there was an agreement with me and them, that I could go on YouTube and talk about it instead of write about it. I do much better talking about it because my whole background is medical. And when we write in medical, it's always in abbreviations, short sentences, and we are not really writers. So that's why I think that was so difficult for me. So I see Cindy Sandler, you've come in here. I don't think I've met you, Cindy. Thanks for joining us today. And welcome to the group. And I'm going to go and look at the questions now that I have starred. And let's see, who is this? Keisha? Oh, from Ireland. Okay. Do the ETs know anything about the nearest galaxy? Can they share some info, please? Thank you. Well, let me see if I don't know anything about it. Let me see if they'll give me some information about it. Well, first off, I'm asking, does this truly exist? And of course, they're saying, yes, it does exist. And I'm hearing it's a mountainous planet and not inhabitable. Now, there's so many planets I've been on that have said it's not inhabitable, and it's because, galaxies or planets or whatever that they're saying it's not inhabitable. And this is a galaxy, so there's obviously got to have some inhabitable places there. And I'm getting a yes, there are some, but they tend to think it looks like to me they're looking at one. I think this is going to take me a lot more to get into, Keisha, about this information. But first, I wanted to make sure it truly existed and that it does have apparently some viable planets or stars that are livable, and that we have just not, of course, we haven't found out about them yet. So I'm not sure, you might want to put some more questions or details in there that you want me to answer, because trying to dig out this more information on that will take me a lot more time than I have right here. Okay, so if you have some more questions about that, I'll try to look at that or get to that. But right now, yes, as I said, I wanted to make sure it was a galaxy that existed that did have life forms, and I'm getting yes. And I'm not sure what the importance of that is right now. Let me see if you're here in the chat, if you have some more details you wanted to ask about that. I'm not sure what time it is in Ireland right now, or if you're still up, or if I just don't know what time it is in Ireland. But anyway, ask me some more detailed questions about that, but that's where I'm starting off with right now. And I'll try to look that up, see if I can get any more information about that later, or maybe even talk to my guides. But right now, that's as far as I'm going to go right now. Okay. All right, Sarah. If there's time, does my team have any guidance for me today? I'm a bit of a mess this month. Poor Sarah. I think all of us, but we've been having so much information coming in, and so much energy coming in. And also, we've all been experiencing this being tired, and some people I've been hearing they've been saying they're being a little bit cranky and they're needing more sleep. I've been hearing all sorts of things about that, Sarah. So I think, and then we're going into the holiday season, which is going to make it even more messier. But let me see what they have. I think they're going to want me to pull a card for you. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to be pulling out of this. I'm pulling out of the Gateway of Light activation. Had to sit there and read it. Okay. Let me see what I've got here. Oh my gosh, look what I've got. Speaking of inner earth, which I was just talking about, the inner earth, it says base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. Okay. So we're talking about inner earth. Actually, they're talking about your root chakra. Actually, is what they're talking about. So let me look what's going on there, because it looks like to me you're needing to connect more to earth, more to grounding. Right now they're showing me that you are kind of floating up here above your head, going your crown, going, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And they're saying, pull yourself back in and ground yourself. Okay. So, they're showing me in nature, but it's not exactly nature. But they are showing me the full moon. So there's some issue with the full moon for you, which is it's almost like it's the peak of what you're going through right now. Let me see if this is the peak of what you're going through. Yes. Today, Sarah's, everything's going to start going a little bit downhill for you after this. Today is the peak of all that energy for you. And I'm getting a huge yes on this. So things are going to get better for you. But you really need to start really grounding right now, more so than you normally do. This is really important for you to start grounding, connecting to earth, and putting your feet firmly on the ground, rooting in, because you're all up here, going all over the place. So I hope that helps, Sarah. Okay. All right, let me see who's next. Hey, Jen, Dr. Gail, any messages from my guides would be appreciated. Okay. Let me see what they're saying. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure why they're saying they're going help. Let me see why they're saying help. Is this help for you? Help for somebody else? Let me see if that's help for you. No, you are to be helping other people. Jen, it's time for you to come forward. I'm not sure if you are working with people yet, but it's time for you to come forward with your gifts. It's not exactly your gifts. It's almost like they want you to be around people just because your energy uplifts everybody around you. And it's not like necessarily coming out, being on YouTube or doing readings or anything, but which would be good if you did. But it's like being more out there, more being around people, just uplifting other people, just your energy, just walking to a grocery store or going to somebody's house or something, that is just going to uplift them. And that it just seems like to me you're just now ready to do that, because I see you have already gone up another level, that you have. So all the people you have been exposed to before, you helped them. Now you've gone up another level, whereas your light is shining brighter. So that light will actually help uplift others, and it's going to help, like here in the chat also. So Jen, that's that. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Jen, that's a lot for you. And I think we'll get more details on that a little bit later on what more of that. But right now, it's almost like wherever you've been or wherever you've seen and all the people you've seen, it's time to revisit all of them, because your light's shining brighter now. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. Let's see. Who is next? All right. Let's like going all over the place here. Hey, Annie Bear, message from the inner earth beings today. Okay. All right, I'm going to pull out of my crystal stack, this crystal stack, and see what they've got for me today, Annie Bear. Whoa. I think I've got two cards. One just fell out. I think that's the one we need. Okay. The card I've pulled is Bloodstone, and this is Bloodstone. Actually, that's what that's showing it. I was thinking Bloodstone was a little darker than that. And okay, Bloodstone is it's going, who needs it? The constantly overworked and completely drained by soul-sucking machinisms of modern life, whatever of modern life. And it says, where to put it is wherever you do the important work, spiritual, physical, and psychological, and when to use it. When you're totally bled dry and it's time to get into your body and start feeling yourself. I can't say all what this card is saying. Sleep, get some exercise, and take nourishment, and call on Bloodstone to drag your butt out of the house to face the day. Chin up, head high. So, Annie Bear, I'm getting that you're feeling drained from this. So it looks like to me you're overworking and you're being it feels like you're on a little treadmill thinking, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. So you're doing fine. You can slow down, get yourself together so you can face the world. And so, Adie Bear, there's so much that has happened to you lately. And it's almost like all this energy is going on with you, and you're just running, 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 running. And calm down, take a break, take it easy, let it all absorb. There's a lot going on out here. So, yeah, just take it easy, Annie Bear. Take it easy, take a break, and then come back out. It's almost showing me like be a turtle coming back, and oh, you're healing from double dental crowns. Well, that'll do it. But I'm feeling more energetically also that to come back in, go in like a turtle, and then come back out, rest, and come back out because you have had so much going on. Oh, Gina M., you didn't get a notification? I didn't get a notification. We'll listen now and rewind. Hi, everyone. Well, thanks for being here. I'm glad you found it. But thanks, Gina, for being here. All right, Annie Bear, thanks so much. OMG, I moved furniture yesterday. That excess energy there. So take a break. Take a break, Annie Bear. Okay, well, let's see who else we have here. Let me move down here. I think that's probably the easiest reading I've given you, Annie Bear, is to take a break. Every time I've done a reading on you, it's always some major thing happening. Okay, let's see. RLC. Does my Galactic family have any messages for me? Okay, I'm going to pull out of my Starseed Oracle deck for you. And let's see what message you've got today. All paths lead home. Okay, RLC is saying, all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So what this is telling me is quit looking for your answers outside of yourself. It's time to go in. The answers are within you. I don't know if you do a lot of meditation or you go, and meditation looks different for everybody. Meditation can be going within, laying on the couch or the bed or whatever, meditating, or it can be going outside, connecting with, nature. Meditation looks different for everybody. It can be washing your dishes in the sink, connecting. So RLC is telling me that you're looking externally, you're looking outside yourself, and you need to go in yourself to get your answers. So I don't know if you do shamanic journeys, but what I'm seeing is that you need to learn how to do those. There's ways you can go to a shaman that could teach you how to do that, or so you meditate 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay. Well, for some reason, they're telling me that you need to go within, and I'm not sure if your meditation is, and I'm guilty of this myself. Sometimes in my meditations, when I do my meditations, I can be all over the place. I can be, and I know we're all guilty of this. I can be thinking of this and this and this, and then some days my meditations are just great. But what I'm hearing them say is the answer is within yourself. What answers or questions you have or answers you're seeking are within yourself. And during your meditations, if you are, or see, let me know if you're doing shamanic journeys. Have you done any shamanic journeys? And that is where you have an intention of where you're going to go, and you go and find out, and you take your guides and you take your power animals and you go search out the answers. Now, sometimes it takes like a week or 2 weeks to finally get the answer to that. And I'll give you an example of one time. And this is a real light one. It was after Thanksgiving. And I wanted to know why we overeat at Thanksgiving. And so I decided to do a shamanic journey to discover that. Well, it probably took me maybe 4 or 5 journeys to finally figure out that they're just basically saying if you're okay, if this is your only issue, and they're showing me that if you had all these other addictions and all these other issues or all these other problems, that actually overeating at Thanksgiving was not a big issue. So it took me like 5 or 6 journeys, and that's a real light one. Now that my journeys are not always that light. And so I just gave you an example, but what they're showing me though is the answers that you're looking for externally, they're actually inside of you, and that you can learn how to do shamanic journeys. You have the ability to do that. And usually a shamanic journey only takes like 20 minutes at a time, and you're pulling back. And then you can add that like part of your meditation, like the beginning, the end, or middle, whatever you want to do, and help you get the answers because they're inside yourself. Your answers are within you. I hope that makes sense, RLC. That's quite a lot of information I was giving you there. So but anyway, when I learned how to do shamanic journeys, it was great. It helped a lot. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Annie Berry. I do have, I have 21 questions now, and I will get through, and I'm starring them. And whenever I get the beginning ones in order, and then after that, it's like a free for all. I'm all over the place because I'm answering the questions while I'm trying to start at the same time. Okay. Let's see. There's Dream Journey 1. Any messages from a guide if there's time? Okay. Dream Journey 1. Well, they're just saying hello. Let me see why they're just saying hello. And as I said, I've got 2 new guides here, and it was one of them, and it was the male Palladian that was saying hello. And I'm not sure why it's almost like he's raising his hand like he wants to talk. So let me see what he's got to say. And this is the first time I've really connected to him to see, to listen to him. So let me see what he's saying. I'm thinking the hello was to just get my attention. And now he's telling me Dream Journey, fast forward. Fast forward. I'm writing this down. So if anybody wonders why I'm looking down sometimes, it's because I'll write. Fast forward past this issue. Okay, Dream Journey 1, I'm not sure what the issue is that you're going through right now, but he's saying fast forward through this issue. Like this issue really isn't a big deal. Let me see. I want to see if I can get more information out of that. That's exactly what you're saying. This issue that you're dealing with, Dream Journey 1, is not a big issue. And I'm not sure, Dream Journey 1, are you going through some kind of issue right now that he's telling you to fast forward through it? Because I'm getting a humongous yes on this, but he wants you to fast forward to it. Apparently, it's either you are making a bigger deal than it is, and they're saying you have the ability to move past forward. I don't know if somebody's going to try to keep pulling you back into whatever that issue was, but you need to go fast forward through it. Fast forward through it. So that is what your message is today. Dream Journey 1, let me know if that makes sense to you. If there's some issue that you're dealing with that you need to fast forward through. I think that's the first time I ever had an answer like that or a message like that. Okay. I need to get me something to drink. My throat's getting a little dry. Okay. Looks like next is Isabel. Isabel, blessings. Is my galactic family showing me to evolve? Is your galactic family showing you to evolve? I think we're all, anybody here in the chat, I think is evolving. Is your galactic family? Yeah, they're saying yes, they are. Isabel. And I'm getting a humongous yes on this, that they're showing you how to evolve, actually. And what I'm seeing is there's like three ETs up above you, and they keep pulling you up and showing you, and then putting you back down and letting you rest, pulling you up and then letting you down. So the answer is yes, they are showing you how to evolve. And it looks like, gosh, that would be great to be pulled up like that, because it looks great. Dream Journey 1, that was a long-term issues related to stability. Okay. All right, well, it's time to fast forward through it, Dream Journey One. So I hope you can do that. Sometimes when you're dealing with something that's big like that, it's hard to do that, but I'm hoping they're asking you to fast forward through it. So good luck with that. Okay, Dream Journey One. All right, let's see who else is here. All right, we got Diane G. Again, why does dark galactic implants make two holes or two tears in the aura? Well, that's a great question, Diane. I didn't realize myself that that is the case. I have not experienced that made two tears in your aura, but let me make sure. Let me find out about, do galactic implants make two holes? I'm getting a no, Diane. I don't know where that information came from, but that is not correct information. And I've done a lot of implants and removal of implants and different things like that. And I've not always seen a tear in the aura because they have the ability to repair that aura while it's going in and being implanted, because they don't want people to know that. A lot of people, they don't want them to know that they've been implanted. So that is not the case. And that probably is just different for each species. Now, that might be correct for the species that put the implant in you. Let me see if the grays make two. No. Arcturians, no. Lady, I'm getting no. That might be just a specific situation, but that is not always the case, that there are two tears in the aura. So I'm not sure. Let me see if you're here in the chat, Diana, see if you can give me more information on them. You've observed that when you're doing healings. I've just observed that when I'm doing healing work. Well, I'm getting a no. It might be that every one of the ones that you've seen, or maybe how it's being presented to you, but I'm getting a no, that's not the case. And what they were showing me was that when they put an implant in, they go back and repair that aura so you don't know that is going on, or won't be picked up. So I'd like to have more information about that, what you're seeing, but I'm getting a no. So it might be just how it's presented to you. And if it is presented to you like that, that's a great way of you finding out exactly what's going on. So anyway, thanks for that question and bringing that up, because I'm going to be looking more into that myself too. But as I said, I'm getting that that's a no. They repair it as they come out. Okay. Let's see. MEJ. Let's see. I would love a message from my galactic family. Well, I'm going to pull out of the Sacred Geometry deck. And let's see what we have here. Change. Ooh, change. Change. It says, the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. So, MEJ, you're going through a change, and what I'm feeling like this change for you, and I feel like everybody's kind of going through a change. So this is kind of a collective card, but for you individually, I'm almost seeing that there's going to be, the change is going to be involving other people, not just you alone. Maybe you're going to be getting into a group, or because I'm seeing two other people, and I'm not sure what that's all about, MEJ, that I'm seeing you with three or two other people in a group. I don't know if y'all are going to be creating, I'm writing this down if you're wondering why I'm looking over here. Why? Because it's a group creating. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you, MEJ. That looks like the change is that you're going to be, instead of standing alone, you're going to be involving two other people and creating something. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Does that make sense to you, MEJ? Because that's kind of a strange message. I'm not sure if you've been trying to be alone or being on your own a lot, or what that's about. Okay. That would take quite a bit to get back into that information to get more into that MEJ. But be aware that, or look for a couple of people. Oh, Amy J, not yet. Look for a couple of people that you might be being involved with. So, because I'm seeing two, I'm not sure, Amy J, do you usually stay on your own and not um, be with a couple of people? And it almost looks like it's going to be a couple of people on the computer, on a Zoom call or something. Okay. All right. Well, let me know, Amy J, how that goes and what happens with that, because that's gonna be real interesting to see how that evolves. Okay. Hey, Julie. I would like all my blockages unblocked. Well, Julie, that's a big thing. I'm going to say that, and let's bring that over to the Slayer's Healing next Saturday, because I'm feeling like it's your chakras that are the issue here. And so um, I have different guys that come in for that specifically. So, Julie, let's save that for next Saturday for the Slayer's Healing Center. Okay. All right. But I do feel like it has to deal with your chakras. Okay. Hey, B Muse Shaman, could I please get a message from my galactic family on what's happening? Well, what's happening? Let's see. Oh, wait, I'm hearing upgrades for you. What's happening? Upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. Oh, this is weird what they showed me. What? Oh, this is really weird. I'm not sure why I'm seeing this Muse Shaman, but I'm seeing light coming from your eyes, like this bright lights coming from your eyes. Um, that's just so weird that they're showing me that these bright lights, like almost like a flashlight, that both your eyes are turned turned on, like shining the light, shining the light. That's what you're shining the light. It looks for you, you're shining the light for you to move forward. Yeah, and I'm getting a big yes on this. So what's happening to you right now is everything's being turned on, is what they're showing me. It's almost like your third eye got turned on and it's coming out your eyes and it's showing you the pathway of where to go. And this looks really strange how this looks, but that's what's happening. So I think going within is going to be, you're going to see this pathway for you. I'm not sure that this is a different pathway. Let me see if this is a new pathway. New pathway. That's what I just heard. It's a new pathway for you. And I'm getting a big yes on that. It's a new pathway for you, Muse Shaman. And the lights coming at your eyes are showing you the way. You've got it within you. You know what it is. It would, again, take a long time to get into that, but I think you can do this yourself, that you can find out, because you have it within you. Your lights are shining. Your third eye is just wide open, ready to show you the way. So for a different path. And how exciting is that? That's really exciting. So yes, Annie Bear, wow. Yeah, that is a wow for her. And yeah, let us know what's going on with that, with those eyes. Those eyes. So, okay. Hey, Carl. How can I tell if I'm working on a ship or doing any good work? Thank you. How can you tell? Well, let me see. First off, I know you're working on a ship. I'm just hearing yes, he's working. It's almost like, of course, he's working on a ship. So let's see. Confirmation for that. They're telling me that you're seeing it in your dreams, Carl. It's almost like you know what you're doing. You are doing good work, but it's almost like they're almost laughing at me about this question. And I hate to say that, Carl, but they're laughing at me about the question, because they're almost like saying, of course he knows he's doing good work. Of course he knows he's doing good work. So it's definitely a confirmation of that, but also it's almost like you're doing it in your dream and you know you are, and there's like and they're showing me gut feeling. You have the gut feeling that you know you're doing the right thing, you know you're doing the good stuff. It's only that you might need help with somebody to visualize what you're doing. And again, that was going to take a while to get into, but you are doing good. To help you on that, you are doing good stuff, Carl. So I'm going to say yes, you're working on a ship. And it looks like you are a pilot of a ship. And so it looks like you're the one they're showing me you're the one that's in charge, and you're looking back at somebody, and they're like you're just talking to them, like, is this the direction we should go into? What do you think? Kind of a collaborative type thing. But you're the one that's in charge of that spaceship, and it's not a big one. So I'm not sure what your purpose is. Again, this is going to take a while to get into what that spaceship is. It's not a big one, but there is you are doing good stuff, Carl. So there you go. that's as far as I can get into that right now, or in such a short time. So okay, let's see who's next. Oh, okay. Nancy Jean, when does it stop? Okay, I'm going to check into when does it stop. And she's been having some things going on with her lately, and she wants to know when it's going to stop. Well, I'm getting it's not going to stop. They're telling me that you've got to learn how to deal with this new energy that just came in. It's not going to stop. It's only going to get more and more and more. And they're telling me grounding, Nancy Jean, grounding. They're showing me that you're sitting here right now, like in your throat chakra. They're just saying you're just being a mouthpiece. You've got to bring it all down and ground. And I'm not sure about getting more into that, but they're saying grounding, it's not going to stop. You've got to learn how to deal with all this new energy coming in. Now that's a lot to do. Okay, so there you go, and we can get into that a little bit more later, Nancy Jean. So I'll talk to you a little bit more later about that. And Carl, you're saying, thank you, Dr. Gail. I will never forget your beautiful heart kindness. Thank you, Carl. Thank you for the depths of my big heart. And yes, you do have a big heart. So, okay, let's see who's next. All right, White Dragon. Dr. Gail, what do you know about the planet? I don't know. Tiamat? I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that planet. Is that in our star system, White Dragon? So let me, I don't know about that planet. They're saying it's not in the star system. So I don't know anything about it. I hate to say that I don't know anything about it, but all I know is they're telling me it's not in the star system. So maybe you can educate us, White Dragon. It was past Jupiter at some point. Okay. So no, I don't know about it. I'll have to look that up or talk to my guides a little bit more about that. But that would take some really getting into that planet. Anyway, but White Dragon, you might be able to be the one to educate us on that. Okay, let's see who's next. Okay, Donna Smith. Back in 1995, I awoke in the middle of the night to a bright green light outside my window, 3 beings standing alongside my bed. I pulled the covers over my head. Who were they? Oh my gosh. Hey, Donna, I hope you don't have any terrible memories of that. Let me see. I don't. You're welcome, Nancy Jean. Oh, White Dragon, that was one of your assignments. So back to the books. Okay, yeah, just let us know about that. Donna, I'm getting, of course, they took you to the spaceship, and I'm pretty sure you pretty much have already figured that out, that you went up to spaceship. And these three beings standing alongside your bed, they pulled you up because you are part of them. I'm getting a yes that these three beings are you're part of that family, or it's almost like they have marked you as one of them, or the one that they're observing or watching. And that's what I'm getting is they're like observing you. They're watching you. Whenever you're having some physical health issues, they're all in it. They're trying to help you with that. So they'll pull you up, and it's almost like you get an examination when you go up there, and to make sure that and see how you're reacting to Earth, because I don't think you originally came from Earth. You originally came from a different planet. So they're very concerned about how you and your body is doing on Earth. So there you go, Donna. And there's probably a lot more. You probably really would do well with a regression therapy session to find out more details about that. Anyway, that's really interesting. So I'm glad you asked that. And it's been since 1995. I'm hoping you've been getting more information about that white dragon. You say, I'm sorry if that scared you. I did recently change that policy. I'm not sure what you're talking about. That must be something else, white dragon. You're talking to somebody else. All right, let me see. I'm going to look for one more question. And let me see because I'm all over the place now, as happens a lot. Hey, Tin Lynn. What is my ET connection? Deceased friend felt she was Palladian. I later made connection. She was responsible for setting me on my path to spiritual awakening. Okay, T. Lynn, let me see what your ET connection is. I'm sorry, your friend deceased, and she was Palladian. Let me see, because sometimes you travel, with your friend to different lifetimes, but you might change roles. And they're saying, yes, this is true with your friend. Y'all have been together for 5 lifetimes. That's what they're telling me. And let me see if I'm thinking you're an Arcturian. Yes. You're a descendant from the Arcturians. That's your original, but you have been on many different planets. So has she. Y'all have traveled together on many, many different planets. But your origination is Arcturian. And if you know anything about Arcturians, you can, if somebody can put that in the chat so she can see how you spell that. It starts with ART. I'm the worst speller ever, T-Lynn. So there's a lot of information about the Arcturians, but that's neat what you need to be looking at is Arcturians, and that's where you descend it from. But anyway, all right, everybody, that's it for me today. I thank everybody for joining me. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, Diane Chi, for putting Arcturian in for her. So thanks, everybody, for being here today. Thanks, moderators, for making it a safe place for everybody to talk. And I will be back on Wednesday. This time it'll be Mary that'll be on with me. And so that'll be on Wednesday. So anyway, we'll see you then. Thanks, everybody, and bye-bye.